Good morning. So today we are in another lecture of marketing management, and yesterday we were discussing about marketing mix. Now let me remind, we are having the class of Master in Business Administration, second semester students for the subject marketing management. Today the date is April 20th, 2021. The day is Monday. I mean the day is Tuesday, and the subject is marketing management. So in the yesterday class, we have discussed about the objectives, importance, scope of marketing mix. Now we were discussing about the components of the marketing mix, and we have already discussed two components, that the product and the price. Now we will be discussing the rest of the components in today's class. Right now, the third component of marketing mix is promotion. Right. So let's understand what is promotion and what is promotion mix. Right now, promotion deals with informing and persuading the customers about the product of the firm. Right, it's the job of the promotion is to persuade the customer, to inform the consumer about the product of that particular firm. Right, it based at informing and persuading the customers about the product of that the firm is manufacturing. It involves the decisions in relation to advertising, right, conducting contest, rule of personal selling, discounts, and rest of the thing. All the promotional activities are, are under the umbrella of promotion mix. Right, all the sales promotion techniques, all the advertising efforts, all the public relations, publicity, the entire, all those entire activities are grouped under promotion mix. Right now, advertising and personal selling are very important tools of promotion. Right, advertising and personal selling are the two most important tool of promotion mix. Now here the use of promotional activities like contacts, free sample distributions, etc., plays a very significant role in order to give a tough competition to the competitor and to enhance your sale immediately. Right, therefore a mix of advertising, personal selling, sales promotion, and public relations is necessary for the promotion of a firm, and all of them combine to form the promotion mix of a firm. Right now, now now advertising, let us understand advertising. It is a tool that marketing manager uses to communicate a message to the customer through newspapers, magazines, televisions, etc. Right, magazines, newspapers, televisions, radios, etc. The media of advertisement may be print media, it may be mass media. Right, and it is the most effective method of communicating the information about the product to the consumer. Right, here it is important to understand and determine what media will you be using for the advertisement. The next thing, what should be the theme. Many firms utilize services for advertising agencies and specialists in creating campaigns and individual advertisings. Okay, so you have to determine the theme for the advertising campaign, which is very much necessary, and that theme will be followed up by in the rest of the medium where you will be advertising your product. Right, now next is your personal selling. Personal selling is another important means of communicating directly to the consumers on one-to-one basis. Right, here sales managers plan and control the efforts of the individual salespersons, because they are monitoring each salespersons individually, and each salesperson is having its sales target also. Right, Personal selling is necessary when target customers are industrial or where products are of technical nature, right? Personal selling is very important in case of industrial products, right? Where the products are either technical in nature, meaning hereby it is very difficult to understand the product by the consumer all by himself, or where the product are industrial products that are to be used in production of other products, right? It is by the personal selling marketing managers can make direct efforts. Personal selling is a method using which the marketing manager can directly approach the consumer, and advertising is even not able to reach directly to so many of the time, some of the time it happens that advertising is not able to reach to the direct consumers, and even though if it is reaching to the direct consumer, the results are not so good. What results we can achieve through personal selling? So if we compare the results of personal selling with advertising, then the results of personal selling are comparatively better better as compared with the advertising, but the coverage of advertising is very vast and the coverage of personal selling is very small because it is on one-to-one basis. Now coming down to the third, sales promotion. Sales promotion involves communicating with the target consumers through different methods. And what are these different methods? These different methods may be free sample distributions, right? Free samples distribution, premium on sales, contests, displays, etc. Okay, it involves distribution of free samples, giving discounts, right? Contest, that this is a contest. If you won the contest, you will be winning this product or this discount or this coupon, right? It includes shows and exhibitions also, right? Many of the time you have witnessed that there are certain exhibitions, there are certain fairs. Okay, so these all are being organized in order to promote your product or in order to have sales promotion for your product, right? Here the promotional campaigns comprise a combination of two or more promotional tools. Here all the campaigns which are being organized, which they are using more than one tool of promotion, right? There is no single method which is effective in a single campaign. A combination of methods is usually being used in sales campaigns, right? Such a situation has arisen because large scale and widening of market is very large and market is very wide. That is the reason it is not possible to use only a single promotion tool for the entire campaign. That is the reason a combination of different promotional tools is being determined, are selected in order to determine the promotion mix so as to have an effective campaign or as to have an effective promotion campaign, right? When two or more methods of production are combined, the production campaign management faces a difficult task in order to manage it and to manage the expenditure particularly, right? Because adopting any kind of promotion mix will require a lot of money to be spent, and this money need to be arranged, right, by the organization so that the promotion campaign may go on. And on the other hand, promotion campaign is very important from the point of view that unless and until you promote your product, your sales will not shoot up, right? So this money need to be spent at any cost if you want to enhance or if you want to boost up your sale. Now, there is no such promotion mix which can fit in all situations and in all industry, right? You cannot determine a promotion mix which is suitable for all kind of industries, yeah, all kind of situations, right? There are different factors like nature of product, nature of customers, stage of demand, promotional budgets, etc. influence the etc. are the factors that should be taken into consideration while determining the promotion mix, right? Now coming down to the next, it is your fourth P, that is the place. It is also known as physical distribution or physical distribution mix, right? The fourth P talks about physical distribution mix, right? Place mix or physical distribution mix, it includes all those activities which are necessary to transfer the ownership of goods from producer to the consumers at the right time and at the right place, right? Distribution plays an important role in transferring of the ownership of the goods from the producers to the consumers, right? Therefore, it includes all the decisions about channels of distribution and the place at which the product should be displayed and should be made available to the consumer, right? Thus, it is the responsibility of the management to select and manage trade channels through which the trade channel reach the consumer at the right time, at the right place, and in the right quantity. Right? Physical distribution system is very important because it has to handle the product properly, right? So that there may not be any leakage, breakage, or spoilage in case of products, and product should reach in the right condition and at the right time to the target customer where the product is supposed to be reached, right? Now let's understand the fifth P of marketing mix, which is packaging, right? So what is packaging? Let's understand packaging also, right? Packaging is the fifth P of marketing mix, as I have already told you, right? Packaging has been included as the fifth P because it is very important, right? It has gained its importance as the fifth P of marketing, and that is the reason it has been included in the marketing mix, right? Here packaging is the art science of technology. Packaging is an art and science. Packaging is an art as well as a science in technology for preparing the goods to be stored, transport, sales, and exchange. Packaging is very important in order to avoid leakage, breakage, and spoilage of goods, because you have manufactured the goods. If they are getting, if the goods are getting if goods are suffering from leakage, breakage, and spoilage, then good will be of no use for the company also and for the consumer also. So packaging has gained tremendous importance in the recent past. Okay, that is the reason it has included as the fifth P in the marketing mix, right? At times, packaging has become an effective marketing tool because it can create self appeal for the product and can act as a silent salesman, because packaging bears all the detail of the product in connection to its model number, in connection to its branding, in connection to its the ingredient, in connection to the price, in connection to the manufacturing date, in connection to the expiry date. It depicts the entire information of the product on packaging. So packaging has become very important, and above all, it is providing protection to the product, right? So that is the reason packaging has become a useful tool for marketing, because of the growing importance of sales service, right? And you might have seen all the hypermarkets are normally self-serve stored. You are going to the shelves and you are picking up the product. How you are getting the information of the product? You are getting the information about the product only through the labeling that is there on the packaging, right? Now further, there is an example, right?
चलो
Example talks about Godrej, that Godrej
एक तो दिया फेंकवा तो दिया
shaving
मन्नो
cream is coming in soft
फेंकवा
squeeze
तो दिया मन्नो
package. देखिए किसी के घर से ऑडियो आ रहा है, जरा सा अपना म्यूट कर लीजिए प्लीज. The example talks about Godrej shaving cream, which is coming in soft squeeze packaging, right? Which is there in soft squeeze packaging, which can be used easily and provide full recovery of the content, right? You can squeeze it and take out the entire content. That is the reason it has created a positive impact of Godrej, because you are not wasting even a single drop of your shaving cream. The package is like such that you can squeeze the package and you can get the entire content out of the package, right? Now packaging has become important for all the products including the services also, right? Here is an example. Our teacher today need to be well dressed, right, to be appreciated by the students. Moreover, his delivery of content will further enhance his image among the students. But it is nothing that is the reason it both the things are important for a good teacher, to dress up well and to teach well. Then only he will said to be a good teacher. The initial image of the teacher is created by his dressing, right? And the later image will be created by the teaching skills, right?
आज कुछ बोलबा कहाँ आज कुछ बोलबा कहाँ
बेटा आपका ऑडियो आ रहा है, जरा म्यूट
बोलबा
कर लो
कहाँ
किसी
आवाज
के घर से, किसी के घर से ऑडियो आ रहा है बहुत, आप म्यूट कर लीजिए प्लीज. Now criticism of marketing mix has also been criticized on certain important parameters. Let's understand that also, right? The 4 piece framework which was being given by McCarthy is also criticized on certain grounds which are very relevant and important. The first is it looks after only the interests of the sellers and not that of buyers and customers, right? It is from the seller's point of view, it is not from the buyers and customers point of view. The second point, it does not consider customers interaction and feedback for building up the customer relationship, which is an integral part of marketing these days. Customer feedback is not having any scope in determination of the marketing mix. बेटा आप में से किसी के यहाँ से बहुत ज्यादा ऑडियो डिस्टरबेंस आ रहा है, अपने ऑडियो को म्यूट कर लीजिए प्लीज. थर्ड पॉइंट, it is applicable only in case of tangible product and not intangible product or services. ठीक है, but this criticism is no longer there because marketing mix has included even 3 P's of services now, right? McCarthy's concept of 4 P's framework was originally designed actually for tangible products. McCarthy has designed this concept of marketing mix only for products and not for services, but later on it was implemented on services also, right? But marketing of intangible products also required a product mix. That is the reason marketing mix of product has included 3 more P's. Okay. So in case of marketing mix for product, the total number of P's which are there are not 5, they are rather 8 in number, right? In fact, 3 additional P's of services, that is people, process and physical ambience or physical appearance, have been considered and they are applied in case of marketing of intangible products, right? Now coming down to the next point of criticism, a single marketing mix cannot be used to satisfy the needs and wants of different groups of customers. For different groups of customers, we need to have different marketing mix. Here there is an example, right? Like ITC is using different marketing mix for urban customer and a different marketing mix for rural customers, right? Now the next point of criticism, different elements in marketing mix requires different ways to deliver satisfaction to the customers, right? For example, product quality, design, etc. are giving weightage in case of premium product, okay, and physical distribution. Like logistic management is given greater weightage by online retailers because online retailers believe in making the product available at your doorstep as soon as it possible. That is the reason you might have seen that Flipkart, Amazon, and rest of these online portals usually deliver the products at your doorstep within 3 days. So that because they stresses more on the physical distribution of the product. Now, another point of criticism: decisions. Next point of criticism talks about decisions about marketing mix is not a one-time activity and it will not last forever. Rather, you need to take decisions about the marketing mix at a regular intervals from time to time, right? It needs revision from time to time as per the expectations of the customers, nature of competition, and socio-economic environment, right? Now, I believe expanded marketing mix. Coming down to the next concept, this concept talks about the concept of expanded marketing mix, right? Marketing mix has limited value earlier because it was meant for tangible period products, but now marketing mix has been extended to intangible products, that is the services. As I have told you earlier also, that three more p's have been included in the marketing mix, so that the marketing mix can also be applied to those products which cannot be seen, felt, and tasted, that is the that are the services, right? Now now the first the sixth p that has been included in the marketing mix is people, right? People constitute important dimension in the marketing of services, both as performer of the services and as customers, because performer of the services are also people, and those who are availing those services are also the people. So people is the 6p of marketing mix in case of intangible products. People as performer of services are very important because the customer interact with them on behalf of company, because people who are giving the services are actually the representative of the company to the people who are hiring the services, I mean the customers, right? Now the employees represents the company to the customers, right? That is the reason employees should be well informed about the information, and they should be able to provide entire information what the customer needs, right? Here the firm should recognize that each employee of the company is the salesperson for the company, right? And therefore the importance of customer in services is directly influenced by the interface between the customer and the company, and here this interface is being established by the employees who are interacting with the customers, because employees are the direct representative of the company to the customers, right? Who are providing services to the customers, right? Now the seventh p is your process. Now what is process? Let's see. Process refers to the process by which a customer is getting served by the person who is rendering the service, right? It is about the process by which the customer is served, right? Process of delivery has become an important service in the service organization, right? It it creates and it destroys the image of an organization, that how well your service processes are, right? The decisions in relation to service process covers technology. The decisions about services includes services process involved technologies, equipments, locations, layouts, etc. These are the important decisions in case of process particularly, right? In different service organizations, the system by which our customer is receiving service is a process, right? Like in fast food outlets, the process comprises of buying picking up the food from counter, paying on one counter and picking up the food from another counter, right? Here the this P of service is about to deliver the utilities to the consumer, right? The it mainly involves adding value or utility to the customers, right? Now the eighth and the last P is physical ambience. Here our customer needs service, but all it is very important how the service is offered, right? Service is very important, but how the service is offered is equally important, right? Therefore cleanliness in schools, colleges, hotels, hostels, clinics, etc., cinema halls, airports, etc., become more important nowadays, right? Where people exchange these services, the provisions of adequate facilities has become more important, particularly in case of airports, hotels, etc., right? Now further, the second part of physical appearance is the second part in this physical evidence is preference, like service coupons, air tickets, cash memos, checkbooks, tokens, slips, pens, crockeries, gardens, etc., right? This is the second part, right? Are both of them combines, both of these combine to create a totality effect, right? They are controllable parts of the service organization, right? The they can easily be controlled by the service provider and they should be properly looked after, right? So that is how this is how these three P's are being included in the product mix, so that the in the marketing mix, I mean to say. And because of introduction of these three P's in the marketing mix, the marketing mix has been extended to the intangible things also, that is to the services, right? So this is all about the marketing mix
सर
in
हैदर
particular.
सर की नोटिफिकेशन आ गई है
अच्छा, नोटिफिकेशन आ गई, ठीक, we'll I am ending up with the class, right?